Hello, welcome back folks, I'm Jay Barino, continuing StarCraft Mass Recall. The StarCraft Brood War Remake and StarCraft 2. Heading into Drawing of the Web, I practically forgot about this mission. I thought we were going straight to Slay the Beast last map, but indeed, we're heading back to Shakuras. This is a tough map. The AI, Protoss, and Mass Recall really throw everything they have against you with Disruption Web and Maelstrom and Mind Control and Psionic Storm and Reavers.
Cerebrate, it's time we return to Shakuras. I have some unfinished business with the Dark Templar matriarch, Rashagal. I'll need to steal her from her tribe before we can finally assault the Overmind on Char. However, her defenders will not simply allow us to take her away.
The pylon clusters are generating some sort of electromagnetic field that is preventing our flyers from maneuvering. We won't have any air support at all.
Then we'll need some new strategy.
Perhaps it would be best if we stage some kind of diversion, my queen, and claim the matriarch during the confusion.
What did you have in mind, Duran?
The Protoss outpost of Telematros is built upon a large mesa and is essentially impregnable to ground attacks. However, Telematros is fueled and supported by a number of adjacent pylon clusters. I believe that if we can cause a surge within those pylon clusters, we can cause Telematros power grids to overload. The resulting explosion would be the perfect cover for retrieving the matriarch.
Queen, simple, devious. I like it. Make it happen, Duran. Cerebrate, you'll provide cover for Duran as he infiltrates the pylon clusters. Let nothing stand in our way.
Alright, pretty fitting considering we went mass air last mission. Bring Duran to each Zerg beacon. Of course he must survive. Dark Templar capital, Telematros, Shakuras. So my strategy here, Zergling, Hydralisk, Ultralisk, Defiler. Primary focus on Hydralisks. Dark Swarm because we are going to be getting hit with Arbiter, Carrier, Scout. So we're really going to need that Dark Swarm to survive those types of attacks because we can't make Scourge to defend ourselves. Not that I typically do. Let's go ahead and just get crazy, make a bunch of drones first. Alright, Duran, let's go ahead and hotkey you so we don't lose you too early or anything. So there's two directions and two expansions in those directions that we can take. There's one up here. I feel like I remember taking this one. The enemy doesn't attack it. They continue this ground, taking the ground path. But if you take this one, the enemy diverts. So I think I'm going to take that upper one first. Though I also vaguely recall that they don't... this base doesn't have gas. Again, I'm a little hazy on this map. I remember the general idea of it, and I remember getting completely screwed by air units the first time I tried to play it. Okay, looking good. Let's just keep making drones for now. We got a nice force starting out. We'll turn these into sunken colonies pretty soon. We're going to need a few spore colonies to deal with the initial air attacks, and I want to get to lurkers as soon as possible. So I think right now we're just going to use what we have to defend against whatever comes first, which will most likely be some Zealots and Dragoons, which I think this force with Duran should be fine, especially if we get those sunken colonies, and we just want to try to rush into that lurker aspect as soon as possible. So let's go ahead and put maybe 4 drones on this gas. Maybe a little overdone, but if we want to turn all these Hydralisks into lurkers, we need the gas. So let's just keep making drones and overlords, because we have to get this saturated as soon as possible. I think let's go ahead and use some money instead to get these into sunken colonies. Most likely worth it. The question is when to take this expansion. I definitely want to take this one first. We're going to need the mineral income, especially if it's relatively safe from enemy attacks. So the big question is, how much do we tech up before trying to take the expansions? Really just trying to get a big ball of Hydralisks would make the most sense early on. We need a lair so that we can get lurker aspect. So I think let's go ahead and save our money right now to start a lair. Then we're going to get an overlord. Then we're going to start lurker aspect. In the meantime, if we have extra money, I'll just make some more Hydralisks, though I don't suspect I will have more money, because lurker aspect is pretty expensive. Here comes the first group of attacks. You guys get in there. There's some Dark Templar already. 4 Zerglings. Probably didn't need to have them in there doing that attack, but we did manage to save 3 of them. That's good. Our sunken colony took most of the heat. So what I can do is probably just get another colony down here, because it looks like they're attacking this bottom right area for the most part. Lair's still not done. Let's go ahead and get a few Hydralisks. Some extra Hydralisks really can't hurt. And I just want to make sure that I now save my minerals, because, again, Lurker Aspect is what? Yeah, 200. Okay, Lurker Aspect right away. Probably just want to make 4 of these. What I kind of want to do, let's just take a drone and move it up here. In the anticipation of taking that base, I also am going to need some spore colonies. Do have some hydralisks, which is good. Lurker Aspect is going to be a while, so let's make this a spore colony, probably get another one up here. I feel pretty comfortable with that. So let's, the key, though, is spreading our colonies out enough so that if we have Corsairs come in, we don't get disruption webbed and lose all of our anti-air capabilities from disruption web. Okay, let's just keep getting some more drones. That was pretty much all my money that I could have used there for this hatchery. I'm mostly just leaving this drone up here because I'm very curious if the enemy's going to end up diverting. I hope not. All right, we still have a little while till Lurker Aspect, which means I feel pretty comfortable getting an evolution chamber, which is what we need for those spore colonies. Let's see. Again, Lurker Aspect, very important. I'm going to save my money now to get a few lurkers. Come on now, Lurker Aspect. You're so important. Oh, I could get that hatchery now, but instead, let's get the lurkers first. There we go. And then I'm going to save my money. Let's make these into spore colonies when we can, because I do remember a very early air attack coming at us, which scares me. Let's get at least 1 spore colony, and let's go ahead and set up this hatchery. Make it a little closer to the bottom, so that maybe, again, it might be distance-based on when the enemy decides to come and attack us. Lurker's not quite done. All right, we've got him here. Burrow immediately. Please burrow, please burrow. Oh, my word. Duran run. Duran cloak. Go ahead and lock these down. Yikes. Okay, well, we lost our other hydralisks, so let's make some more of them. Duran, again, being the hero that we need right now. Infested Duran, good work. We did manage to hold on to all of our lurkers, so let's move them out here and spread them out so that Reaver shots don't kill them all at once. We gotta remake some of those sunken colonies. Okay, grooved spines. Let's just go ahead and queue up both of our hydralisk upgrades, and we need to saturate this base as soon as possible. I would like more hydralisks in the meantime. I don't feel comfortable with my current defense, especially if we're about to get, attacked like that. Okay, hydralisks move on in. Yeah, you know what? Let them attack the spore colonies in Duran. I think we can take it. Okay, get out of there. Okay, more hydralisks in the fight. Managed to hold on. Those Corsairs, though, the disruption web is really killer for the most part. Let's go ahead and get this saturated. We're going to need another Overlord. And the fact that that attack came here and not up here is a really, really big deal. That's very, very helpful. What I would like to do now that we're getting extra saturated at our other bases is go ahead and get double Evo Chamber and a Queen's Nest. Can we even make Queens? I think we can. Yeah, they're air units, but we technically can make them because I guess they're support units and not offensive units. Still might get a couple colonies up here just in case. Okay, this is good, and I'm just going to keep making more hydralisks, and we're going to start our upgrades. Getting to a hive with Defiler is going to be very important, though. Storm goes through Dark Swarm. Reavers go through Dark Swarm. Zealots excel under Dark Swarm, so overall it's not going to be the most helpful of things. It's mostly just for those air attacks. I want probably 4 more lurkers to go ahead and defend this area next, so that's what I'm going to do. I would like to queue up +1 and start my lair. There's so many things I want to do right now. It's just... oh, it's killer. Okay, let's go ahead and get 1 colony here just in case. Okay, let's get +1. Or start +1. Gas is really crucial, so that's why we're going to need this over here. But again, without lurkers... it's just not, not enough. So let's make a big old bunch of Zerglings. Probably want to get Zergling speed here pretty soon. Minerals will come. Minerals will come soon enough. Let's go ahead and quick save. This is a decent start. We have both of our Hydralisk upgrades. Here comes another attack. All right, get them in here. All right, Lurkers and Hydralisks doing their best for us. Let's go ahead and back out just a little bit. Draw them into the Lurkers. Trying to save individual units here. Arguably worth it. They must have detection, considering they're killing some of my lurkers with each of these attacks. Let's go ahead and rebuild these creep colonies. Saturate this base just a little bit more. Get one more colony just in case. Start Zergling speed, or... I'm thinking no. I'm thinking instead... Oh, okay, let's see if these drones can get up to our other base. Alright, Dark Templar, very fragile as long as you can see them. I'm going to use my gas and make some lurkers so that we can go and take that other base with the gas. Very, very crucial. Okay, you're going to be a sunken colony. Let's go ahead and move a drone up here to take this base. And then let's make some Hydralisks. Yeah, and if we ever want Defilers, we're going to need that extra base for the gas. No Mutalisks is fine. And I think I'm just going to use all my gas for lurkers for now. Oh, God. Ah! Oh, my God. Lurkers burrow. Okay. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, this is the worst thing. This one's out of scarabs. Duran, take him out. Oh, my God. Again, this one's... Oh, it's locked down. I forgot. Ah, and they recalled it. How cool is that? Okay, so you guys move on up here. You make this base. We need this gas very bad. Duran, don't... What are you doing, buddy? Decloak, we need some of your energy back. I might go ahead and use a consume pretty soon. Let's get some more Hydralisks and Zerglings. We need Overlords, but I will spend my gas in the meantime to get a hive. Okay, Sunken Colony. We need some more defense up here as well, which means more lurkers. Oh, double Reaver is okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is move these lurkers over here and burrow them on the ramp. Again, as long as Reavers can't see us up here, they can't shoot us up here. What was that? I don't know what that was. Okay, and let's just keep making drones down here because I need to make more colonies. Another Reaver. Okay, let the Zerglings take the hit here. Kill it before it shoots again. At least this base, again, is pretty much entirely safe, which is awesome. Okay, go ahead and burrow. As long as all of these can't get hit by one Maelstrom or something. Okay, I really need this base. Let's go ahead and make drones so that we can start our extractor up there pretty soon. We can start +2 relatively quick. What I really could use are more hatcheries. So let's make one over here. In fact, making one here will allow me to harvest this with just one gas, which is great. Okay, and I did get Zergling speed, didn't I? No, I didn't. Let's queue up both of these. Adrenal gland's going to be hugely helpful. And now we really just need to get this gas saturated. Again, we'll only need 3 drones on this once we get this extra hatchery set up. And I could make another hatchery over here as well, just to spread the creep, have more production, and set up colonies here, because we're going to need more colonies down on this end very soon. Okay, Lurker. Right there is, I guess, fine. Get some more colonies as well to back this up, and probably more spore colonies. Oh, you know what I need is a Defiler. Defiler mound. There should be a carrier attack coming at any moment, so let's just get bunches of Hydralisks. Is this done? It is. There's Maelstrom. Was that Maelstrom? I don't know. Let's see if we can get units up here to defend against this air attack, though. Okay, let's see if we can get these units over here again. I need to try to defend against this. This is why we need more drones up here to make colonies. If I can hang on to this base, I need to hang on to this base. I think we'll be able to. They are retreating. Okay, good. Units back up here. I'd like to connect these 2 bases, basically. Bases, basically. Haha! Get out of here, Corsair! Just get out of here. Is my Defiler Mound done? It is. Let's go ahead and get these 2 abilities and get at least 2 Defilers out. Never mind, we can't afford it. Alright, we're coming up here to saturate this base. Let's go and get Hydralisks up here to turn into Lurkers. This is terrifying. Got a lot of money, so let's just queue up a bunch of Overlords. And you know what? Overlord speed seems pretty crucial. Both of these Overlord upgrades seem pretty crucial. Alright, where's Duran? As long as he's in the back, that's cool. Okay, we just lost a bunch to Psionic Storm, unfortunately. Do have more units coming out. Okay, no, that was a Defiler. Duran! Duran, you're going to be able to do it. Don't worry. Okay. Duran, just hold on, buddy. He should be fine. Jesus. Okay. Okay. Hey, so you are now my extra hatchery. Let's go ahead and get more drones and drones here, only because we're going to be making a lot of colonies up here. Not too many. Yeah, I mean, we can go overboard. We can afford it. We have a ton of money. You guys are going to be more lurkers. And now we're just waiting for gas. We need gas so that we can get to Ultralisks and more Defilers. Okay, we got a lot of Hydras. We need Ultralisks to absorb Reaver shots, though, otherwise this is all for nothing. Okay, let's just keep making drones so that we can set up more and more colonies up here. Just get just a boatload of colonies. We shouldn't need another base, but there is one in the bottom right that would be nice to take. Not going to say no to it. Just spend our money, get overlords. We're very close to being able to get +2. Okay, we're oversaturated here. It's actually a semi-good thing. These 3 lurkers actually aren't needed here anymore because the enemy will continue to attack us in another location. So what I'm going to do is move these up here. We can leave one just in case, but we really shouldn't need it. Lurkers and lurkers. Putting them close to the colonies is risky because that just means Reaver shots are going to kill them. Okay, I don't think I need Plague. Let's go ahead and get Antenna and an Ultralisk Cavern. Actually, no, let's start +2. I do have enough to then start an Ultralisk Cavern, which is great. Mind Control. I almost have enough Vespene. There we go. So let's go ahead and set this up. I do have a Defiler, right? Go ahead and hotkey Defiler. We're going to need this Defiler without a doubt, and I need just way more units. Just way more units. This is good. Make these all sunken colonies. Set up the lurkers. Good, good, good. And we need at least 3 spore colonies up here, so let's do that. Again, mildly overboard, but I think this is totally worth it. Just to hold on to these bases. I'd like another Defiler just in case, and then let's start just queuing up, spending our money getting Zerglings. I have a lot of production structures, so I have a lot of production capabilities. The issue is they're all separated, so we have to, like, run down all these ramps. We're eventually going to hit an issue where my units that are going to be rallying are going to be running into enemy units. I think I'm going to go and take out the bottom left base first. And to do that, we're going to need more Ultralisks. And by more Ultralisks, I mean any Ultralisks, so let's just queue these up. Really doesn't hurt to get all these upgrades first, in my opinion. I could get Spawn Broodlings and Gamete Meiosis, mostly just for High Templar. I think that would be pretty good. Okay, as you can see, we are in great shape now up here. We seem to be able to hold our own against these types of attacks between the lurkers. We can move them back a little bit. Actually, no. Just spread them out a little bit. Again, I don't want Reavers murdering them too easily. A lot of gas left on these geysers. That's good. Might as well just make boatloads of Zerglings. We're going to need way more Hydralisks, though. Poor Duran. Probably want to leave him at home. Got to be careful not to F2 him, but I do have him hotkeyed, so we'll make sure to leave him. Getting Burrow. Getting all the unnecessary upgrades, actually, at this point. Let's go ahead and make a cluster of spore colonies here, just in case. Not following my own advice of spreading them out, just in case Disruption Web totally fucks us. Might as well save up and get +3 as well, and let's overbuild Overlords, because we're gonna be sending them into their deaths pretty frequently. Next is gonna be a boatload of Hydralisks. Here comes this. You know what, in advance, throw this down. This is about what I expected, and this is where Dark Swarm is exactly what we need. Did lose 1 Hydralisk. I don't mind destroying the Interceptors, because even if these carriers get away, they're going to have to spend time rebuilding them, so that's good. Okay, let's see if we can pick these off now. They may get recalled. Seeing that Reaver get recalled was sick shit. That was awesome. Okay, that one carrier is going to get away, but if he decides to come and attack us again, he will die. Let's go ahead and consume a little bit. Okay. No infested Terran potential on this map, unfortunately. All right, let's queue up. Let's spend all of our gas on Ultralisks first. Then get the Zerglings and the Hydralisks. I think I just want even more hatcheries. I just want to flood this map as fast as possible once we're prepared for it. I don't even remember what's up here. This might just be empty, but keeping some units up here will allow us to see as enemies come to us. That was either a mind control or a maelstrom somewhere. I'm not sure where. I guess a Dark Archon just wanted to come and do that. Alright, Duran, stay at home. We're going to have to leave some Hodulisks at home as well, but this is a huge force that should be more than enough. I'd like to wait for +3, which is 700 gas. Alternatively, let's take this group. Let's make some Hydralisks to leave at home. Let's take this group. Let's leave a Defiler as well, just in case. And let's take this group and go. Duran is at home as well. We can always Dark Swarm over Duran and hopefully succeed. I don't think this side's gotten attacked recently, so there might be a large attack force on the other side of the ramp where we're going. Gotta remember how to get there. Once you take out the outlying Protoss bases, this isn't that bad. That was good. We got rid of that Reaver before he could do much. I think there's a Dark Archon across this ramp, but let's just go. Dark Archon is missing. Oh! You know what we forgot. You know what we forgot, and this is why I made all these extra Overlords. Bring them on over here. They're probably going to chase me down. They are. All right, we got to wait for the Overlords first. You know what? Let's just make more and just leave them over here. Okay, no problem. Defiler is still in the mix. Consume. That base did not seem particularly guarded. Pretty large attack here. Getting rid of, baiting out the Maelstrom, actually. He Maelstromed his own Dark Templar, which was hugely helpful. Okay, let's go. Attack into this base, make some Hydralisks and Zerglings, rally them up. Up to this Ultralisk, I suppose. And get in there. Don't think I really even need to Dark Swarm. Again, that's mostly just for static defensive breakthroughs. Mostly because almost everything Protoss has can break through. Almost everything Protoss has can go through Storm, in a way. It's like good for Mass Dragoons and such. Alright, I'm going to take this base. I need the gas. I don't really need it, but I could use it. And I think we're basically on the downhill trend of this map. Let's get a bunch more Ultralisks. And what we're going to have to do is wait for gas and set up lurkers and defense over in this area. Let's even make another hatchery up here so we can make this defense. Once this defense is set up, we won't need any more. We shouldn't need this anymore, so we could transfer those lurkers up, which is great. So let's just make Zerglings and start just running them into the objectives, because we have a ton of money. I know that that's a little risky. Let's go ahead and take some of these units and leave them at home, including Duran. Okay, I do have Overlords here, right? Yes. Okay, let's send these units back. Our defensive emplacement should be enough for this. Okay, there's Archons up there. Let's just go ahead and add these to our production, and then we should have idle drones here pretty soon. All right, Duran. Just cloak and get out of there. Just cloak and get out of there. Then all of you turn and fight except Duran. Just run back to base. Okay. And this was the next big attack. We baited out a Storm on top of Zerglings, which is good. Okay, pretty consistent attacks here. Duran, just stay. And let's just make a big old group of Hydralisks for our next wave. I was going to start flooding into the enemy bases, but couldn't quite get there. And all right. So this is oversaturated. We don't need this. Let's go ahead and transfer. This is going to be mined out soon, so let's go ahead and transfer. And at home, this is completely mined out, so let's go ahead and transfer. Cool. Yeah, so that's going to keep happening. Let's move. They may still come this way, so I might leave those lurkers just in case. Let's go ahead and just make more for this area. I just squandered the money I could have used to start +3. And we really want to start that Carapace here next thing. So let's just hold on to our money for now. Okay, and I gotta wait for the creep to spread a little bit there. No problem. This has been going pretty well so far, I'd say. I probably even want to get more Overlords over here at the rate that they die. Got a big old ball of Hydralisks at home in case I absolutely need them. Again, those very large air attacks are frightening. Thought I had... Okay, this is why I just need some Spore Colonies, because they're just going to keep sending these units. They're trying to reinforce what was here. Okay, lurkers. Move up to the ramp, the bridge, whatever. This area seems to be a bit of a linchpin area. Oh god, no! Oh, look at that! Disjointed the Reaver attack. All these Hydralisks are basically dead. Okay, good. Duran, this is like our new base of operations, so this is where you're gonna stay. Really, it's just making sure we're prepared for large air attacks that will continue to come from us from the middle base that we can't access. All right, let's get up here. Ow. Ooh, God. Oh, that hurt. That's probably my cue to go and attack, though. Let's start that +3. More Hydralisks and Ultralisks and Zerglings, really. Bring them on over here. And let's attack. Let's do it. Let's head up to, well, any of these, really. We have enough Ultralisks. They spread them out a little bit so that the ones in the back don't die. Duran can stay in the back. That's fine with me. Probably going to get, some of these Ultralisks might get mind-controlled, so if we keep the weak ones in the front, that might be for the best. Okay, we just killed something over here. Again, we got the lurkers. That's good. All right, and we're pushing in. Duran is in here. Let's just make sure he's mildly in the back. Okay, Duran, hop on the beacon, and now I think it's just a downward spiral into how fast we can win. Charges set. It's just a downward spiral. Well, spiral makes it sound like it's a negative thing. It's a downward spiral to how fast we can succeed here. Tell me this is an Overlord. It is. Haha. Okay, good. Okay, first set of charges set. This strike force should be enough. Duran is part of it. That's good. I think the only way to get to that upper right area... Let's see if there's a ramp up here, but I don't think so. We might have to go all the way around. But what we've done is we've taken care of the upper area. Is this all connected? It is. Okay, it looks like we can legitimately go any direction that we want. Okay, let's go ahead and make more lurkers for this area. Really can't hurt. And just move some of these over. Here and burrow. And make some spore colonies, mostly just to protect against these large air attacks. Okay. So let's continue. We got a nice force that we can reinforce pretty quickly, though going the direction that we're going, my units are going to try to go the other way. So what I can do is make some Ultralisks and Zerglings and Hydralisks and start attacking another direction. I think I would like to do that. Let's go ahead and, ouch. Okay, burrow here. This is where we probably need to get home. Oh, I might be totally screwed here. We got to try to get back. I do not have the anti-air necessary to deal with this, and I don't have any defilers at home. Well, let's queue some of them up. So this is going to be the real test on if we can survive this attack. So let's back up here. Oh, and a stasis. Okay, focus fire the Arbiter. All of my units are coming home. Duran isn't getting killed or something during this. Okay, make Hydralisks. Let's just F2 our way over here. Oh, it's crazy. Okay. This base is safe, though. Even if I lost my main base, we could rebuild. There seems to be only maybe one carrier in this group. This whole stasis should be safe pretty soon. All right, there we go. So all the Hydralisks are out. +3 is just about done completely. This type of attack is really nasty. Make more Hydralisks. And do I have a Defiler in this area? It's still trying to make its way. I gotta be careful with Duran. He's just wandering. Okay, when you have this amount of Hydralisks, they can still survive even not under Dark Swarm. So we've gotten to the point where I think Dark Swarm doesn't even matter. Let's start F2ing our way on top of these beacons. As long as Duran is not doing something stupid, we just gotta keep an eye out for him. And Overlords. Overlords, where are they? I had them. They're probably way up here, aren't they? Crap. Okay, come on down this way, buddies. I went ahead and shift-clicked them so they don't run into the Protoss base. Get on up here. I have a huge numbers advantage at this point where finishing the map is easy. It's just surviving against those intermittent large attacks.
Island cluster set to overload.
Okay, cool. So let's head to the next one. This should be connected in a way. We might be able to reach it from both angles, so let's just go both ways. Okay, these can all be spore colonies just in case. Enemies seem to be coming in from different angles to get to us. Might as well just keep building stuff. Okay, bring the Overlords. Bring the Overlords, please. Let's not neglect the Overlords. Man, Ultralisks are so fast with that speed upgrade. It's crazy how good they can be. Duran is in the back. That's good. Defiler doesn't need to be doing anything. Wow, that was like an instance of StarCraft 1 pathing where they couldn't get up the ramp here, so they decided to try to go another way. That's not common in StarCraft 2. Typically, they'll just bunch up on the ramp. Okay, getting rid of those shield batteries, which are pretty damn good. Okay, we've got the Overlords. We should just set them on follow. So this map, I find, is challenging at the beginning, but once you finish the first major carrier attack, it's not that bad. Okay, and then what we'll do here is make some Hydralisks and rally them over here. In the meantime, let's keep pushing. On to the next one. There's 2 left. I don't suspect that these types of attacks would be enough to even remotely get close to killing me. Overlords, no! Get on up here with my army. This attack should be killed by my defenses here if they decide to come this way. Okay, let's go ahead and send... I was going to say, wow, the Hydralisks that I built just for that are doing pretty well. Alright, I think I could... we should just go, because I feel like I could probably win without having to rebuild any other army units and do it in time before any sort of Protoss attack got to me. It's really, I think, about splitting your forces, which I have distinctly not done. But if you split your forces, odds are you're going to be able to just bust through these Protoss bases with relative ease. And but keep some forces split so that you don't just foolishly lose stuff to these intermittent attacks like this. The Lurkers may be enough. No, they won't, but that's okay. This is a situation where I was saying I think I'm just going to go for the win. How do I get over here? Is there a way? I think we have to go up and around. Oh, maybe not. Maybe there isn't a way. That sucks. Well, I'm glad I left this Lurker here, actually. Burrow! Nope, dead. Overlords, what are you doing? Well, I know what they're doing, but... Wait, I did send him to this beacon, right? I don't even remember. Okay, good storm there, but not enough for Ultralisks. Hit them? Alright, what's happened? Where? Okay, Overlords come this way. Okay, good, yeah, I didn't actually take time to do that, so let's go. We are stasis. Let's get these units back home. This map is just a mess because it's so large, and there's so many different paths that the Protoss can get to us from that it's actually quite hard. It's actually quite hard to keep our army in the positions that it needs to be while also having enough to break through where we need to break through. This should be more than enough. Where's Duran? We got to make sure we get him over there, too. You can decloak, have him come up and meet one of these Ultralisks. There's no such thing as Overlord drops on this map. That counts as an air unit, but Queens don't. All right, let's get out of here. Might as well let's just make a bunch of Hydralisks to just leave here, and I'll inevitably F2 them. I'll inevitably F2 them, where they will then get drawn away, and I'll get hit by another large attack. But again, this is a situation. I really thought that this was connected up the top of the map, but maybe it is. Nah, I don't think so. This looks like an edge, unless it goes up and around this weird little lake. Yeah, so I guess it's not connected, so we just got to go all the way up and around. Again, there's 2 really long, different ways that the enemy can get to you. Duran's way down here. He'll make it. Let's just destroy this base and then just wait for Duran to slowly make his way up. I don't want him to stop and attack those observers, so let's just put him on move command. If there were like 3 Reavers up here, we'd be totally fucked because all the Hydralisks are up in the front. That would be hilarious, just seeing my whole army get wiped by that. But overall, this went really well. I think. My Overlords are here. Arbiters we can actually ignore as long as we have Overlords here. They didn't seem to stasis there, which is good. Let's just right-click Duran to the beacon. I don't think I missed any of the beacon. Oh, yeah, they're colored. They change factions when we go to them, which is great, so we can easily keep track. Okay, there's also a really nice base here, but I find this one challenging to hold on to because the enemy air attacks, if I remember correctly from the first time I played this, the enemy air attacks will hit you from behind it.
This cluster is ready to overload.
And it's hard to get anti-air defenses back behind there. All right, we've done it.
The last charge is set. Telematros will explode on your command.
Very well. Cerebrid, send my minions down to the planet and have them retrieve the matriarch. Duran, ignite the charges.
Ignition commencing.
I think your minions are already here, Kerrigan. It's ridiculous that the whole city just blows up. They're like, okay, you win. We give up. Very minor broken cutscene there. I think I remember I was talking to either Telenola Jones about that when I because I tested Queen of Blades for version 6 for them, and I sent them and said, well, the cutscene seemed a little weird. They still changed it. Back then, the Shadow Guard would literally just run right by the Zerg. At least now they sort of stopped and give an appearance like they would fight them. But really cool cutscene, as usual. I mean, the only minor thing is just have the Shadow Guard attack. We had some Mass Effect music in there that was pretty neat. I think that was Mass Effect, unless it might have been StarCraft music. I don't know. That just sounded like Mass Effect music as well. But yeah, as usual, cool cutscenes, and we're going to be going into Slay the Beast next time, which I don't know what it is, but it's only Mass Recall where my endings just get cut off in the recordings. Thanks, XSplit. Anyway, we're going into Slay the Beast next time. It's going to be really, really tough. It's going to be a long mission. And I hope you're ready, because I am not. See you then. Bye now.